Today we will do acid, base and salt. In this chapter we have completed that different type of acids. In this PPT you can see hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, isn't it? Hydrochloric acid means HCl and sodium hydroxide NaOH means sodium hydroxide. Okay, so sodium hydroxide is a base and HCl is a acid. You have learned that acid are sour in taste. They can change the color of blue litmus to red, whereas bases are bitter in taste and they can change the color red litmus to blue. I have explained you that what is litmus. Litmus is a natural indicator. For example, you can take another indicator, turmeric also. I have told that litmus is evolved out from lichen, and lichen is the combination of algae and fungi which show symbiotic relationship between each other. Okay, algae prepare food and fungi give shelter to it. We can prepare litmus solution as well as litmus strip from the lichens. Another example is turmeric, that it is natural indicator. You must have seen stain of curry on white cloth. It become reddish brown when we apply soap to it. So it turns yellow again when the cloth is washed with a plenty of water. And we have done synthetic indicators also. Synthetic means man-made indicators. For example, methyl orange and phenolphthalein. These are the two synthetic indicators which we have discussed, which can be used to test whether the given solution is acid or base. You can see by this strip, blue litmus is getting changed to red. Can you tell what type of solution it is? It is acid. And here red is turning blue, so it is base. Okay, like this you can have the activities related to find acidic nature and basic nature. Now see, we can prepare pH paper also. pH paper, pH means potential of hydrogen or power of hydrogen. Okay, and this paper is also called as universal indicator. Many things, many nature of many solvent can be checked by this pH paper. Okay, now you know very well, as I have discussed lichen. It is a purple dye and it belongs to the plant kingdom, that is Thallophyta, and many more were there indicators which can be used, like you have seen the red cabbage leaves and turmeric, colored petals of some flower. They can be called as acid base indicator, or easily we can say them indicator simply. Okay, now there is one question given in your in-text question answers. First question, that you have given 3 test tubes. One of them contain distilled water, another is containing we don't know that which one is containing acid and which one is containing base, but in one there is neutral, in one there is distilled water, in one there is acidic solution, and in one we have basic solution. So we have to check. We are provided with a red litmus paper and we have to check that, find the identity. We have to check their contents. Okay, so solution was given here. I will explain you that. Name the test tube A, B and C, and in solution A we put red litmus paper. Okay, same with repeated with B and C. If either of them changes color to blue, if red gets changed to blue, it indicates that the given solution is basic. Okay, out of 3, 1 is eliminated. We have acidic and neutral. Okay, then a drop of basic solution is mixed with a drop of remaining 2. Then what will happen? The red litmus, and in any one of them, red litmus will change to blue. That indicate the neutral solution. And whenever there is no color, then it means it is acidic in nature. By this we can easily found that what type of solution is present in test tube A, in test tube B and in test tube C. Now there are some chemical properties of acid. Chemical properties of acid. Here he have introduced olfactory indicators. Olfactory indicators means the indicators which are dependent on smell. They give different odor when they are mixed with different acid or basic medium. Okay, that I have discussed in my previous videos also. Type of indicator, natural indicator, synthetic indicator and olfactory indicators. Now this is an activity given in your book also to explain that how do acid and base react with each other. We know that when acid and base react with each other, they form salt and water. This is the activity to indicate you that acid and base when react with metal, what they make. Okay, so we have to set up the experiment as it was shown in this figure. We have taken one clamp stand, a test tube, and this test tube is connected with a delivery tube, and one end of the delivery tube is inserted in the test tube and another end is mixed in soap solution. Okay, we have put zinc granules and drop by drop we will add dilute sulfuric acid to it and insert a cork on it so that the gas evolved out will not waste or will not mixed in the atmosphere. What we will see, whenever zinc react with this sulfuric acid, it form hydrogen gas. And how we will indicate that the gas evolved out is hydrogen gas? If we will bring a burning candle nearby it, then what will happen? It will burn with pop sound. It start giving pop sound with the evolution of hydrogen gas. So I think this activity is clear to you. You can have many questions from this activity, that why we have take soap solution, not a simple water solution was not taken. You know that hydrogen gas is evolving out, it will get mixed with the water and we cannot indicate if hydrogen gas will be evolved out, so we have to take soap solution. Then next question occurring from this activity, why we insert the cork on this test tube? To stop the flow of gas outside in the atmosphere. Okay, then another question, why we add sulfuric acid drop by drop? We add this sulfuric acid drop by drop so that it is a exothermic reaction. The temperature also change of this test tube. Okay, you must have read in lesson number 1 that whenever zinc react with H2SO4, it will give zinc sulfate along with hydrogen gas. There will be change in temperature also. Okay, now what we get from this, that whenever acid react with metal, it forms salt along with hydrogen gas. In above activity, we have seen zinc was the metal taken and acid was sulfuric acid. When they react with each other, they form zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Okay, same way, whenever metal react with any strong base, here we have taken the strong base NaOH, sodium hydroxide, then it will form sodium zincate, Na2ZnO2 along with hydrogen gas. You have to note that every metal did not react with base, only there are few metals which react with base and form salt along with hydrogen gas. Okay, so the first chemical property of acid is clear to you, that whenever acid react with metal, they form salt with the liberation of hydrogen gas, and when some base react with these metals, they form salt along with water. Next of the properties we will do in our